Let's talk about social media likes. Now, in prehistoric days, we cared a lot about who liked our page. That meant that we were something. We were really doing our job well. We did giveaways and contests to get more page followers. We ran ads specifically to get page followers. But what happened is we would get them and they didn't really care about our brand or our message or anything that we were spending time posting. So Facebook caught on and said, well, this isn't relevant. These people are cheating the system. We also changed our user behaviors because you would see who was liking certain pages. It was displayed right on your profile. Now, things have changed a little bit, but we're all still in this deep privacy mode where we don't want you to know what we like, right? We're mysterious that way. So user behaviors have shifted, and we like to look at pages on our time when we want to and when it is relevant to us. So if you're just posting birthday posts and anniversaries and contests, you are never really getting a good gauge on what your audience, specifically your customers or prospective buyers, what they want. You could have 10,000 followers, but if you only have 50 engagements on your posts, that's not good. You're not doing it correctly. So what are algorithms looking at? They're looking at how many people are actively engaging in your content. When that means, that tells the algorithm, hey, this person is relevant. What they're doing, this business, it's relevant, it's important, and it's adding value. All of your content should do so. Now, I'm not saying take people out of it. People are your business. So we want to give them the warm, fluffy feels. But unless you are selling warm, fluffy blankets, nobody cares. And that does not move the needle in terms of return on ad spend. So what does the algorithm want? Relevancy, value. So what are some KPIs that you can look for to determine if you are doing it well? We know it's not page likes, but it is engagement rate. That's very base level, and well, the people that we're showing this to are engaging with it. Not really a needle mover, but diving deeper, engagement rate by follower. Are the people that follow your page actually engaged with what you're doing? Do they actually care? More important, engagement rate by non-page follower. That means your content is relevant to a wider market. It's not just your aunt or your second cousin that like your posts. It is, you are reaching an audience that is beyond the people that just follow your page. Algorithms love that. They say you are important because you are reaching people outside of your primary network. So shifting from likes, shifting from primary engagement rate to engagement rate by follower, engagement rate by non-page follower. Now, your base dashboards typically don't have that information. So if you want some guidance or you just want a free report, let me know. The other thing, especially if you're working with influencer marketing or influencers, you need to be looking at that engagement rate by non-page follower, asking about their engagement rate by follower. That's really what's going to tell you if I'm paying them to make a post, is it going to get in front of people and do they care? More importantly, you can look at reach impressions. So impressions are the number that ever shows, just those are scroll past numbers. Are they important? A lot of people try and charge you by those numbers, but really what you need to be looking at is reach impression. That is people who not only scroll past, but they took the time to actually look at your content. Again, this is one of the KPIs that standard dashboards typically don't include. So if you want a little bit more or a competitive dashboard, let me know and I can give you a free report on where you're standing. But you really have to stop chasing likes. And we hear it all the time because, again, that's in prehistoric social media. That's what we looked for, and that was where we achieved to be, those 10,000 or more likes. But if your engagement rate is low, more importantly, engagement rate by follower and engagement rate by non-page fan and reach impressions are low, then you're never going to get the return on your ad spend or even return on your investment. Social media takes time. So you need to be making sure that you are adding value so that you can have any kind of return on what you're doing. You're doing it to add value to your customers, your prospective buyer, their lives and their business, and really how they go about what they do so that you can be helpful. And when they need something or a service that's relevant to you, they think of you first. So stop chasing likes and start chasing genuine interest by producing content that will be helpful.